and shine. Coffee's brewing, feeling fine. News is out and on the air. Shizzy whiz nuts wild, but we don't care. Morning whiz and coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy whiz nuts, start the show. Let's go. Spinning in the breeze, stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java with a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning whiz and coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Headlines spinning in the breeze, stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java, wear a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning whiz and coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Serious is overrated. Every day we're caffeinated. Talk the town, but in a jest. Morning whiz is always best. Clock is ticking, time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop. Clock is ticking, time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry.
Good morning, everybody. Man, oh man, are we here this morning? Good to see you. Is whizzing his way back into routine. Welcome home. No, it's good to see all of you. The coffee is almost done. Gotta feed the fur children. Oh, that's good. That's good. Tracy Spencer, good to see you. Mary Smith. Mary Smith. How you doing, Mary Rubik? How you doing, Tammy Bugard? Jim, how you doing? Good morning. Oh, yes. Good stuff. Good stuff today. I told you. Yes. Papa Nut and Chat. Yes, I am, Nanny Goat. It is good to see all of you. We've got some really good one. Yes, I'm actually feeling better, but bad. I'm rough sounding this morning. Yeah, it's the after effects of all this. It does happen. It miss you this year in Dollywood, maybe next year. Danielle, so good to see you, little D. Oh man, yeah, I know. It's you were there last year, and then I wasn't, and then I was there this year, and you weren't. I hope you're doing better. Good to see you, Danielle. Man, oh man. It is crazy. I do have a nice little open letter to the legends of Dollywood. If you guys are interested, we'll wait until we get a few more people in here, and then we'll kick that bad boy out. But I will tell you, it was absolutely phenomenal. I had such a great time. There were a lot of really great people that I was given the opportunity to meet and hang out with, and I'm truly blessed by the warmth and the gratitude of all those that were able to make it, and all those that just tuned in to watch and see how tall I actually was. Oh, that was quite fun. But the helmet did get passed around. It got passed around like a cheap meat suit, and it ended up with the expert stuck to my helmet. Quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable. We had a great time. Oh, have a good one, Brandis. It was wonderful for you to come on in, and thank you so much. Hey, I have my favorites. Good to see you this morning. I had a rough time getting going without you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that it's getting up and getting out and doing all the things that you love to do. I did change up my schedule anyhow. I mean, it's I do Monday, Wednesday now, so it'll only be Mondays, Wednesdays, and then Fridays, of course, with Mo in the Deep End, which I will tell you guys. I will tell you guys something about that later. It's in my open letter. It's really good. It's really good. You guys have no idea the fun that you missed. It is. I'm hoping that everyone can make it outstanding. Private Shizzy, I think we finally found something where you're good at. Oh, it is going to be a great time next year, and I can't see why it wouldn't be. Just such great people to be hanging out with. Miami Spice, hey, beautiful Miami. You'll love to hear this letter. It's a glorious one. It is a really good one. If those changes saved. Because I'm pretty sure that it did. Did it? Did it? Ah, yes. Yes. Ah. Yeah, yep. It's all in there. It's all in there. It was absolutely a glorious time. We did have a lot of fun. Miami was very, very, very adorable, and I wish she could have hung out a little bit more. It would have been great. It would be great. Were you all tall enough to ride the rides? Well, as everybody found out, I was not below the ride minimum at 47 inches. I was able to squeak on through with that big 48 inches. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy now. Oh, it was great. It was great. I will say that I've never seen Miami get so wet in my life. Of course, I had never seen Miami before, but watching her get wet was quite entertaining. If you were there, you had to understand. It was probably the best. How would you say? It was one of the best screams the whole time we were there. You had to stand on your tiptoes. That's so true, Tracy. I was standing on my tiptoes, darn water rides. Yes. Oh my God. It was I will say that we had such a blast. I could not even tell you how much fun we had. Oh, and I'm also glad that Miami missed the bit of the Danish flu that's going around. Seems like we had so much fun that I won't even go into that. Gotta water the melons to make them grow. That's right, Steven. Gotta water the melons to make them grow. Definitely should go to the water park next year. Yeah. I think Miami's right. We should definitely go to the water park next year. That would be so much fun. Oh yeah. Let's see. We got 47 of you people in here. So I think it's about time to get underway with that letter. What do you think? A letter for the masses. And if you guys missed this, it's your own damn fault. You could have been here too, enjoying it. The letter is the letter, the letter, the letter, the letter. Let's make this one quite enjoyable. It's something I didn't put it in here. Well, that's silly me. I thought I had it in here. Well, it didn't happen. So we'll just give it a little bit of a Dollywood intro, and then we'll do the open letter. That's what we'll do. Here we go.
Let's get started. Oh, that's real good.
An open letter to the legends of Dollywood and FNL. A former declaration of gratitude, mild concern, and deep regret that we didn't film all of it. By Shizzy Wiznut, official spokesperson of How the Fuck Did We Not Get Kicked Out? Dear friends, family, questionable influences, and whatever Valhalla is. Let me be the first to say I think we owe Dollywood an apology, not for anything specific, mind you, just a general acknowledgement that a group like ours rolling in at full volume was probably not what Dollywood envisioned when she built that place. I mean, if you looked up mayhem and matching shirts, we were the search results with 3 ads and a warning label. What was supposed to be a fun little meetup turned into a full-blown family reunion if your family had caffeine issues, weaponized sarcasm, and multiple people on a first-name basis with security. And so that's what's left of my voice, my liver, and personal dignity. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who made this chaos so beautifully possible. Let's break it down just a little bit here. Angie, you brought class, calm, and just enough danger to make it interesting, like if Mary Poppins had kept a tire iron in her purse so Papa Nut could get you soaking wet. T42, tactical, stoic, smarter than all of us combined, but gracious enough to pretend otherwise. You're the adult in the room, and we are sorry about that, but I don't think we could keep count of how many miniature people that you actually ran over. Just kidding, it was no more than 10. Kaiser Pineapple. No one's sure if you were named after a royal fruit or just an inside joke gone rogue, but you were the tropical MVP. You showed up, turned every moment into a juice commercial with just a nice hint of humor. Kaiser, you were the man. The Rosemans from Roseman's Ranch. Legends. You brought rancher-level chill to influencer-level chaos. Still not sure how you managed to look composed while the rest of us looked like we just got chased by donkeys. And you, Rosemans, you brought the humor we all needed. Roseman, you need to keep your husband, on a chain and keep him close by and have him on FNL because that man is a laugh riot. He is a blast. Farrell, you lived up to your name and then some. If this group was a zoo, you'd be the exhibit with a warning sign and an escape record. Surprising fact, no one died. Surprising. Trust me on this. Because whenever we first meet Farrell, she has a shirt that says, hug me and find out the consequences, bitch. You don't touch Farrell. She would have taken off your arms and probably beat you with them. And then, of course, T-Rex. You were probably running 3 simulations in your head while we were all arguing over what snack line to stand in. And we didn't deserve your loyal level of preparation, but we benefited from it anyway. You were so much help and so handy to have around, T-Rex. And we definitely appreciated every minute that you could be around us. Iris, well, Iris, or as we like to say, Irish. Quiet until you weren't. This is a lie. And when you weren't, you dropped bombs of humor so brilliant it took people 3 minutes to realize they had just been roasted. Your level of humor was iconic. You brought it in spades. If I had your energy level, I would probably not be married because I don't think my wife would be able to keep up with me. The junior associate. Your humor is beautiful. Your parents must be absolutely proud of you. You are walking proof, walking, living proof that youth is not wasted on the young. I enjoyed your humor every minute that you were around. Thank you so much, Volstorm Diva, for bringing the junior associate. She was a laugh riot. And then, of course, there was Mouse, so quiet, and I do apologize. We didn't get much of a chance to talk, but you did look like you had a really great time. And it was a pleasure to meet you for the few short minutes that I did. Hit that damn thumbs up. That's right, Volstorm. Hit that thumbs up. Make it hurt. Valkyrie. If destroying people were a superpower, you'd be on a watch list. You kept it fun and real like a sword and kept us all humble. Thank you for protecting the vibe and also threatening it with knives and threats of bodily harm if they didn't behave. You were awesome. And Valkyrie's mom, you were the grace, the wisdom, the designated adult, and the only reason some of us didn't end up on a missing persons list, and you deserve a spa day and an award. Taking care of all those animals on your own. That's so nice. And now to the content chaos crew, Mo in the deep end. Of course, you know Fridays wouldn't be Fridays without you dragging me into the darkest parts of the internet where the takes are hot, the laughs are uncontrollable, and the sarcasm flows like boxed wine at a family reunion. You make the news fun and the nonsense tolerable, and the live stream feel with therapy with memes. It was great to meet you in person, and I will tell you, everyone, that her camera does not do her justice. She is more lovely in person than that camera shows. You guys have no idea. She is an absolute bombshell. I mean, we're gonna have to do something about your camera there, Mo, because she was gorgeous. Valhalla, you walked around like a Norse god undercover as a dad, strong, silent type with just enough snark to be terrifying and just enough alcohol to keep us all entertained. We're not sure if you were security or the threat, but I will say the time with Valhalla spent was very well, and it was my pleasure to absolutely enjoy the short amount of time we did have together. Diva, you didn't just bring the glam, you were the glam. You're what happens when confidence gets its own fan club. You raised the whole damn aesthetic, and we are forever grateful. Volstorm, a verbal hurricane in human form. Every time you open your mouth, someone gasped or laughed, and most people just reevaluated their life choices. And I do appreciate you sharing your time with me and with all the rest of the people. That was a very fun Saturday, I will say, even though we got a little bit of rain. It was still an absolute blast. Baker, you're the comforting voice of reason wrapped in a warm cinnamon roll. Every time things got out of hand, you were there to, well, a little bit of wisdom and possibly a baked good, a kick in the butt, and very, very good advice. We don't deserve you, but we cling to you like gluten. I appreciate all of your insight and our conversations. It was what I needed at the time that I needed it. I appreciate you. And of course, the Dukes. Rosalind and the Duke, you two brought the kind of energy that says we owned land, we owned time, and now we own this trip. Like royalty, but approachable. You're what we all want to be when we grow up, if growing up didn't involve taxes, and if we wanted to actually grow up. I will tell you, the Duke is just as fun and enjoyable as Rosalind herself. And I can't wait to just hang out and spend more time with him. I didn't get enough time to spend with him. But if you watched FNL, I will tell you, it was that was him almost the whole time. Kelly DD, you showed up smooth, stylish, and 3 seconds from calling someone out in the classiest way possible. You're the cool breeze that somehow also set off the smoke alarm. We all had to protect our souls when you arrived because it would just meant there was another redhead amongst us. Miami Spice. Ah, Miami. If charisma and spicy mojito had a baby, it would be you. You turned up the heat. You flipped the script. You made everyone raise their game. You're the reason people started dressing better halfway through the trip, or actually even just putting on clothes at all. You found the space that we had FNL in. You kept us on track. And Miami, you are never replaceable. And finally, to the brave and possibly traumatized hosts, the White Rabbit and the Expert. You invited us, this circus, into your life, but that's on you. But somehow you did manage to wrangle us, feed us, and you did make it all look very easy. You didn't just host, you herded cats, lit fireworks, and still remembered where the first aid kit was. Well, at least White Rabbit did. We owe you at least 2 bottles of wine, a lot of sugary candy, and probably a new carpet. We won't mention who did that, but they know. I will say this wasn't just a meetup. It was a fever dream powdered by sugar, sarcasm, and the kind of people who say, I'll behave, and then absolutely don't. It was one of the best meetups from literally all around the world in Tennessee. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the chaos, the hugs, and the wait, was that legal moments. Thank you for being part of something that should absolutely never be allowed on public transportation again. And let's do it again. 2026 is right around the corner. But next time we're putting the GPS trackers on Diva and ankle monitor on Feral. Yours in mild regret and unfiltered gratitude. Shizzy Wisnet. Oh, postscript. If you're reading this and wondering why you're sore, it's probably from laughing or the ride that Feral convinced us was totally fine. Either way, it was absolutely worth it. And I can't emphasize enough. I hope to see more of you there next year because it is going to be lit. Thank you again to Expert White Rabbit for hosting. You did a wonderful job.
Let's get started. Oh, that's real good.
Yes. Thank you. Love this, Shizzy. Yes, Miami, you should, because it was a wonderful time. All of us had a blast. Baker is patient zero in the Danish flu. Do you think? Yeah, I don't think he was patient zero. I don't think he was patient zero because here's the thing. He was the first that we noticed, but did you notice that the redhead didn't stick around for very long? It's very curious. It's very, very curious. Southern gentleman to the core. Writing, thank you. Thanks for the recap. Oh, thank you, Denise. No, it was, like I said, there's a lot of things we don't talk about that happened at Dollywood, and some of them we will absolutely talk about because they were great times. She never got sick. Well, we never saw her after the first day. Did you notice that? She just sort of rolled in and rolled out. It was very, very curious. Very, very curious. And she was the one that hung out with Baker almost the whole time. She was on fire. Her loins were burning for the Baker. I didn't get sick, but dirt medicine is my favorite. That's true. Dollywood is the new Vegas. Oh, and all the stuff that was happening outside of Dollywood was quarantined 1 week prior. I love it. I love it. Well, and you know, it's one of those things that I think everyone had such a blast, and I don't think they would want to miss it. Cybertruck, yeah, that never did happen, did it? Cybertruck never did happen. Damn. Well, it will though. Stock up on vitamin C and zinc. I don't know if that would have even helped. It's one of those where it didn't bother me at all. I was good to go. Group of sarcastic adult children gathering, count me in. Oh yeah, I mean Angie was absolutely wonderful. She and I ended up riding a lot of the rides together and just walking and talking and shooting the shit and jabbing each other. It was good. It was good fun. The problem was that we didn't drink enough alcohol. No, I think the problem is that we didn't drink enough water. That I think is what the problem was. You know, soft drinks are not water. And we all did get a lot of heat. Dollywood, I will say, was not as hot as I thought it would be. And it also was not as crowded as I thought it would be. As you know, I don't do well in large crowds, but the crowd at Dollywood was pretty calm and relaxed. I mean, outside of the pregnant, you know, woman like wanting to like throw down with one of her family members. Now that was very interesting. I don't know. It still should have been filmed. I'm telling you. Well, no, White Rabbit didn't want to have none of that. She wanted to not have that film, but I think we could have blurred out their faces. It was like glorious to watch. There's water and coffee, soda and beer. Question, is there footage of Shizzy on Tennessee Thunder? No. I didn't ride any of the big roller coasters. Though, but I will say that Volstorm and Diva, they were all over the big roller coasters, and the Junior Associate. They were just having the time of their lives. Oh, that's 2 in 1 unfair fight. Here comes the sweet. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, Nick. Park full of YouTubers and none of you bastards recorded it. Yep. Well, yeah, you know why? Because we wanted to make sure that people had their privacy, and we didn't want to, you know, harass all the YouTubers. Well, because we knew that we could easily be recorded too. But that fight would have been glorious. I'm just not that's not the first thing that I reach for. Next year I would suggest ride on it. Life's changing. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a vacation for me. And the, you know, not only did the expert White Rabbit host, they hosted me, which was very, very kind of them. And, you know, Volstorm and Diva were kind enough to host me also. So that was great. You were scared of that crazy pregnant lady. I think everybody was scared of crazy pregnant lady. I think if someone would have pulled out a camera and would have been filming her, they probably would have found that camera shoved someplace that they didn't want to see. I thought y'all's camera was attached to a body part at all times, knuckleheads. Yeah. We're not like that. We're not the typical that you would find anywhere else. Miami Spice, man, I wish I could have seen that. Danielle, you would have laughed hard. I mean, all of us were laughing. It was because it wasn't just a short little spat. It was walking, storming around, cursing, flipping people off. I think even security was called on that one. Yeah, that was the interesting one. Watching security get called. Like, what are you gonna do? The lady was like, I swear she was like 8 months pregnant. I mean, her belly button hadn't quite popped out, but it was not far from showing the done. You guys got to have GoPros for the next one for us poor folk who can't make it. How many pee pads were used? Did Megan send you extras? She might have. Even the security guy wanted no part of it. Yeah, he was walking very rapidly to get away from it. I don't know what happened, but he was moving. Yeah, Jesus, that big at a theme park? I don't know. She was the weird part was is she would imagine a really strong diet, so it might have been that she was just way too thin and she was holding it all in her belly. Who's going to get that security footage? Somebody did. She had chicken legs. She had chicken legs. It was quite comical. I mean, nobody thought that she was pregnant until she like turned around. We just thought she was flipping her shit. It was crazy. Curly haired, redhead, and just losing her mind. Hey. Oh, thank you so much, Vice baby. That is wonderful. Yes. Don't mind me lurking here, but Shizzy's Dollywood Fun 2026. Yes, I wish you could have been there, Connor. You would have had so much fun. I'm just telling you, it was so surprising. Just hearing everybody in person, without having the YouTube filter. It was wonderful. Morning, Connor. By the way, last night was epic. Yes, last night was absolutely epic. We had a very, very good one last night. It was better than expected. It was much better than expected. Wish you could have been there. Sounds like a sarcastic laugh fest. Yes. Oh yeah. You know what? Ballstorm. I totally forgot that everybody had picked up some of the cinnamon bread, and I never got to try it. I just completely blanked. Where was FNL filmed? It was live. On the corner of Gay Street. So that's where it was. It was done live on the corner of Gay Street. Nice little cafe. It was under a cafe, but it was a great venue and great people. Even I got some cinnamon bread. I know. And I meant to get some. That was the worst part about it. I meant to get some before I left. And of course, what reminded me of that is my wife made some banana bread, and she did something different. She put a little bit of cinnamon in there. It was quite damn tasty. And I was like, yeah. And as soon as I tasted it, I was like, oh, there was cinnamon bread. And I totally got to get some. I'm such a dumbass. I needed to try it. Oh, you barely got some you barely got some cinnamon bread. That is true. That is true. He was quite busy, very, very busy. And yeah, everybody was just so kind and sparing of their time. I mean, it was a wonderful trip. I would say that I'm looking forward to do it again. 2026. It's going to be a blast. You have connections with mobility equipment. Yeah, there was in Dollywood there was people that were having to use mobility equipment, and they did just fine. Dollywood is not so crowded. It's not like Six Flags or something like that. It's much more chill environment, and they even if you are in a wheelchair, they have wheelchair access, and they'll help you get on the rides and everything. It's pretty cool. I want cinnamon bread. I think you all needed that bonding in vacay. Yes, I think so. It was also really good to get to sit down and talk with Baker, Volstorm, Valhalla, Diva. I mean, everybody that I talked to, except in the real life. So love that video expert did where we could move the picture. Yeah. Well, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I want banana bread. Everybody wants banana bread or cinnamon bread. They want some. But like I said, next year will be more glorious if everybody's ears are not still ringing. I'm so sorry about that. I felt really bad. Volstorm knows what I'm talking about. I got chastised because of that. It was he was like, dumbass. Like, now you say something. Hey, I was just listening to the expert. And I should have known. Don't listen to the expert. Because he'll get me in trouble. Find the possibility of having to go into a chair. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Tammy. Nothing beats meeting everyone in 3D. That is so true. And although I still just barely make it above Diva's waist. I will tell you the groups were really cool. I make zucchini chocolate chip bread. That's the bomb. Yeah. Oh, I need to get some more coffee. That's what I need. I need to get some more coffee. And then we're going to stop talking about food. Shissy is shorter than I thought. And Volstorm, you're better looking than I thought. Good to have you back on the morning drive. It's good to be back on the morning drive. I will tell you, I'm glad that I'm not driving this morning, but my life is about to go topsy-turvy. But in the meantime, we're going to give you just a nice little easy dance to make you feel like I knew I was missing something.
Time to shine. I'm feeling the groove with these hips of mine. Hands in the air like spaghetti gone rogue. My knees are jelly and my hips just broke. Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side, or break that hip by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. My shoulders pop like a rusty hinge. My fingers point like they're on a binge. then drop real low. It's not planned, it's a shit sideshow. I've got the rhythm of a clock that's broke. My dance floor moves are a big effing joke. Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Waddle it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side, or break that hip bone by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. Rig like a lava lamp, mesmerizing glow. You can't help but watch me steal the show. I summon the shake, the shimmy, the twist, a mix of genius and a big old fist. You're drawn in close, your feet start to twitch, feeling the groove like a broke ass bitch. Yeah, shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side, or break that hip bone by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. Now we're all in the shake, no need to be shy. Move like spaghetti and reach for the sky. We'll dance like we're cursed, laugh till we're sore. Shizzy whiz nut reigns forevermore. So join the dance, let your weirdness unfurl. We're shaking ass, not a care in the world.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I know that's not the one Volstorm wanted. I know which one Volstorm likes. And I might give that one to you a little bit later. You'll just have to wait. You'll just have to wait for that. So, you know, I realized something from doing Dollywood, that I'm starting to get a little chunkier than I thought. At least the camera puts on 20 pounds, or I just put on 20 pounds. And I was like, you know, there's something interesting out there. It's called this weight loss drug, and so this is not any medical information or disinformation. It's just an interesting thing, because everybody's talking about Ozempic. Might as well figure that out. We talk about this. It's called Ozempic mouth. Shocking new side effect of weight loss drug seen in some celebs. They report Hollywood celebrities using this popular weight loss drug Ozempic to shed those unwanted pounds are now facing an unexpected new side effect called Ozempic mouth, according to a report. Users of the hottest prescribed drug in Tinseltown, including Sharon Osbourne, Whoopi Goldberg, and Rebel Wilson, are showing signs of the distinctive side effect linked to rapid facial weight loss from a higher dose of GLP-1 medication. That just looks like plastic surgery. That's what it looks like. Many users of Ozempic, who I know, report noticeable volumes and loss in the face, which result in formation of fine lines, wrinkles, sagging skin, and jowls around the mouth. It's called losing weight. Dr. Michelle Green said this volume loss can worsen the appearance of existing fine lines, wrinkles, and skin laxity, contributing to a more aged smile and overall look. Sharon Osbourne is old anyway, so I don't know why they would be using her. Green said the condition is marked by pronounced folds at the corners of the mouth, noticeable wrinkles on the lips, and sagging skin along the lip contours and chin area. Yes, Whoopi is old too, but those alarmed by their appearances are now turning to cosmetic treatments such as dermafillers to restore lost volume around the mouth area. Or they could just get punched in the mouth. That would fill in a lot of space. Green told the outlets that the fillers, an injectable substance used to improve the appearance of facial lines, wrinkles, and folds, can restore volume to the face, smooth the appearance and fine lines and wrinkles, and plump the skin to create a more youthful-looking appearance. Though she recommends Thermage, a non-invasive skin tightening treatment that uses radio frequency energy to rejuvenate the skin. Or you could just, electrocute them a few times, which is even quite humorous too. As the body collagen levels increase, the skin becomes firmer, tighter. She told the outlet, explaining it takes 4 to 6 months to see results that will last for less than 2 years. So here, This drug will make you not be fat anymore, and then we're going to pump a whole bunch of shit into you and make you fat again. Patients on Ozempic should ideally undergo a thermage procedure early in treatment or before treatment begins to prevent the development of loose, sagging skin on the face, or just stop getting old. That works too. The latest fallout from the buzz about the pound shredding drugs is related to the dreaded symptom known as Ozempic face, where users exhibit sunken features and drooping skin. It's called weight loss. Others reported symptoms of weight slimming drug include what's being called all Ozempic feet, a troubling side effect characterized by pronounced skin laxity on the tops of users' feet because they lost weight too much. But that's not where it really gets interesting. Where it really gets interesting is this next one. Now, if you don't find this next one funny, then there's something wrong with you, because I just about wet myself when I saw this one. It's called Ozempic penis. Male users reveal shocking change to their genitalia after injecting weight loss shot. It's the miracle drug that promises to shrink your size, except where it matters. Male Ozempic users say their penises have gotten bigger since they started injecting the weight loss shot, with dozens of well-endowed fellas flocking to online forums to fawn over their expanded members. No, it's because you can finally see the damn thing. Dude. I recently measured myself down there and noticed I gained about an inch. An anonymous user recently claimed on a Reddit thread. Now, I think people will say it's because of the fat loss. However, at the time I measured myself before, 4 years ago, I was thinner, the man claimed. Also bone pressed during measurement before, and also this time. Has anyone else noticed this change in them snails? I recently measured myself down there and I noticed I gained about 1 inch, an anonymous user claimed on a Reddit thread. Male Ozempic users say their penises have gotten bigger since they started injecting this here weight loss shot, with dozens of well-endowed fellas flocking to online forums to fawn over their expanded members. Yes, another happy Redditor respond. I gained about 1.5 inches in length. No joke. Like, obviously know how long it was before I got very fat, then about 7 months on whatever. In my case, I gained about 1.5 inches in length. Definitely not all from the weight loss. I noticed it happened to me as well, a third man remarked. Yeah, the wife will definitely notice the difference. No, she knows the difference because you weren't crushing her. I was 278 pounds down to under 200, additional commenter claimed. Meanwhile, other men claimed that they had noticed a size difference after taking Ozempic, but put it down to better blood flow and reduced fat around the pubic area. That would help too. Another Redditor responded saying that the size difference was likely due to different external conditions during the before and after measurements. I feel like nobody's really reading what you're writing, and they blame the weight loss while you measure the first time when you was actually lighter, they explained. Ozempic does not enlarge your penis, but an erect penis may change size considerably depending on time of day, temperature, and factors other than sexual arousal. So it's probably just simply that. The phenomenon, dubbed as Ozempic penis or Ozempic dick, is just the latest in a series of side effects users of the weight loss drugs have allegedly experienced. Ozempic mouth, of course, we just talked about, is giving you some like wrinkles around the lips, sagging skin along lip contours of the chin area. Those alarmed by their change to pants are now turned into cosmetic treatments such as dermal fillers to restore lost volume around the mouth area. Well, you know, there is a filler that you can put in your mouth that might help that out also, but you know, then you just look like a boa constrictor that's jaw snapped open. Sorry, that's so bad. I'll do measure their penis and to have accurate data on this. I don't know. I wonder that also, because I know. Yeah, see? Cotton Kern says, having been on Ozempic, it's not that it got bigger, it's your fat pouch just got smaller. Once you go off, you gain that fat back quickly. See, I don't know. I've never done that. I was, but I, you know, whenever I was at Dollywood, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I'm getting a little chunky around the waist. That camera, that sounds like horse pucky. All of it sounds like horse pucky. Yeah, Whoopi definitely needs mouth fillers. Like, yeah. I can imagine. But yes, it is one of those where, you know, the people that are doing these things to their bodies, and you know, Captain Kern can probably attest to this. What are the long-term effects? You know, and if they're using this as some sort of quick weight loss, I mean, back in the was it the 50s, they were using methamphetamines to, you know, have weight loss. There's no such thing as fat weight loss. You just have to get out, exercise, eat right, eat less, you know, all of the things that, let's put it this way, do all of the opposite things that you were doing to put on the weight. That's what you have to do. And it'll happen slow. It's gradual, but it can happen. You just have to do the opposite of what you did to get there. And, you know, sure, you can get something like that to help boost, but you know, that's what you should be doing, and not hurting yourself. Definitely not hurting yourself. Lost 35 pounds on it, gained 20 back after I stopped. I had to stop as it literally was killing you. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. In court, baby pictures, illegal dumping on Dead Dog Road. In court, baby picture. Okay. Walking 5 miles a day can help as well. Yeah. Oh well, and it was actually good to be back. I did some walking whenever I got back. Oh, sorry. I just saw something that I probably shouldn't have seen. What is this? So here's this. I just have to show this because, well, I know that we have a lot of guys that enjoy the redheads. Well, this is a redhead that you can possibly enjoy. Just saying. I like to cook. I make good food. I like to eat. Exactly. All right, here we go. Redheads for you guys. Redheads for you guys all day, every day. There you go. Redhead? Yes, redhead, anyone? But listen to what she says, because this one's gonna get you. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm going to drain your nuts because I have just found out that your special juice contains more than 30 grams of protein. Like more than a protein shake. I don't have to make one when I get home from the gym. With you, I have an endless supply. I'm going to save so much money.
Oh. Oh. I knew that was gonna happen.
You like what you see, baby? Elmo's a man now.
I'm all for saving money and helping to promote a healthy lifestyle by intaking more protein.
Do you need to see that again?
Go for it.
Because that was by far better than I ever thought. That was by far better than I ever thought it would be.
I'm going to drain your nuts because I have just found out that your special juice contains more than 30 grams of protein. Like more than a protein shake. I don't have to make one when I get home from the gym. With you, I have an endless supply. I'm going to save so much money.
I'm all about saving money.
And in a way, you don't have to hear her talk.
That's true. That's true.
Morning, y'all.
Good morning, Volstorm. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. I see you're recovering from the Danish flu.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Actually, I probably came out of everybody that got the Danish flu. I probably came out the best. I had a sore throat for about 2 days, but
Yeah.
I took some Mucinex, cleared right up, and I was good to go. I never got the fatigue or anything.
Oh, that's good. Well, mine was actually just a fever. It was
Really?
but not like a high fever. It was just a low level fever that was, and it broke yesterday morning.
Yeah.
It was, what was it? Monday? Yeah, Monday I went to sleep at like 7:00 at night. I went for a walk with my wife. I was like, I need to get out. I need to get some exercise. I need to move because, we were just constantly going with Dollywood, just every day something new was happening. And I wasn't exhausted from that, but I was exhausted from the damn, whatever the hell it was that Baker gave me whenever we were making out.
Yeah, see, that was the part I refused to contribute to, so that's probably why I didn't get as sick as everybody else.
Yeah. You were just watching. That's all.
Yeah, I was just watching. I was told I couldn't film back there. So
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
I still find it funny. You have a park full of YouTubers, and nobody recorded that damn thing for me because I totally missed it.
Oh, that's right.
I wasn't there. I was off riding rides because I'm like, if y'all gonna stand around, whatever. I'm here to ride rides. Screw y'all.
Well, White Rabbit wouldn't let Expert film it. She was like, don't you dare.
I'm like, are you kidding me? This is some of the greatest content ever.
Angry redheaded pregnant lady. It was glorious.
When it gets to the point to where the security guard is scared to go over there, you know it's good. You know it's good.
Yeah, it was glorious. It was someone in her family that she was going off on, or maybe it was somebody else's family, but they were all walking together and she was cursing. She was fit to be tied. I didn't have any rope or I would have helped out, but it was glorious. Oh man, it was beautiful. And watching Miami get all wet. That was
right.
Chef's kiss.
It's an enjoyable experience, I gotta say.
I've never seen her scream so much.
You're not trying hard enough.
That's true. I didn't try hard enough. Well, I tried hard at Dollywood. I got her screaming good.
There you go.
Oh, look at this here. Well, has it really been 4 months since we broke Shizzy?
Welcome to the ship.
Yes, it has.
Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of twats. Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boldness, dash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Miami said that was her mom she got into the fight with.
Oh, was it her mom?
She was fighting with her mom.
Oh, I thought that was her
Which
husband.
makes it even better.
I know. It's just, if I throw my kid, I want to throw him. Yeah, Angie knows. I'll throw my kid if I want to throw him. Yeah, she was losing her mind. It was great.
Dear Lord.
Oh, I missed this. MQ with the 2 pounds says chicken soup fun to fix you up. Well, thank you so much. I didn't even notice that, MQ. That must have come in early. That was one of the early ones. Thank you very much. Yeah. I know I will say that it was quite glorious. Just so much fun. What a great group. I couldn't have expected any more. Oh, and everybody's throwing these in.
There you go. There you go.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. 'Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday, the Poppy Men for more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous,
ignorant, balder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. All over again.
Oh, and a pro tip. When it comes to the cinnamon bread, most people think you have to go all the way back to the grist mill where they used to sell it. No. That bakery where we all met up had it right there.
Yeah, they did.
So you don't have to haul it all around the park. You just pick it up on your way out.
Mm.
That's what we did.
Yeah. I know that we got it somewhere as we were walking out. Like,
yeah.
And the line wasn't very long either. Everyone's
no.
That line is long.
Through. Yeah.
It's like, no, they're just cranking them out. They're just like, here you go. Move.
Because we were sitting there waiting for everybody kind of get together there at the end, and junior associate was like, I want cinnamon bread. I was like, all right. So we went in and went through the line like fast.
Yeah.
No
yeah, they weren't like the ride lines. The ride lines, I could see where they could get long on a really busy, hot summer day.
Yeah, and that was the good thing about going when we did, because it's still early in the summer, and we went kind of during the week, so you don't have your weekend. Like if we'd have gone like Saturday or something, it'd have been
right.
nuts.
Right.
But the fact we went on Thursday, timing was perfect.
Yeah, and most people are starting like their summer vacation, and they don't want to start it out at Dollywood. They want to go other places.
Right. Right.
Like your locals, they're just like, we're gonna go out of town, go to the beach or something.
Right.
But I will say that I'm looking forward to next year.
I know. I'm already getting excited for next year.
Yeah.
I have recovered and I'm ready to go again.
Oh, come on. You rallied like,
dude,
a champ.
When you're like last year was, try to compare last year and this year. Last year everything was new. So you were like pumped up for everything that went on. And by the time we got done, we were just all exhausted.
Yeah.
This year we
paced
kind of
yourself.
did things. This year we kind of did things along the same lines. Now, granted, we had more people this year, which was awesome, fantastic. Cause I got to meet people I haven't seen in person. I mean, you and I have talked a lot, but we've never actually interacted in person.
No.
Farrell, I'd never seen Farrell in person.
Nope.
Quite a few others, of course. Got to meet Angie.
Yes.
We actually, Angie actually rode with us to Dollywood, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's right.
Her and Miami both did. And it was just this year. I felt like this year was more laid back than last year.
It seemed like it was pretty chill. I mean, I think Expert was a little concerned.
Well, that's just the way he's geared up.
Well, yeah, exactly. But then once it just sort of like he just fell right into the groove along with everybody else, and it was completely chill.
Right. But if any of you guys are even thinking about going next year, you definitely got to go, because it's an experience. And then you find out that we are the same in real life as we are on here.
Yeah. It's very true.
Boy, you know.
Well, and I would say the same as we are on here, except we can say things that YouTube doesn't allow us to say.
I don't have to worry about the YouTube filters in real life.
Exactly. Which, we had a blast riding with Volstorm. That's right, Angie.
Yeah, Angie was great. She was great.
Yes. Oh my gosh, having Angie. So on that first water ride, I had Miami on one side, Angie on the other. And as we're coming out of that first round, everybody looks at me and goes, "Shizzy's going to get soaked." And both Angie and Miami started laughing because they were like, "Ha ha ha ha."
Wrong.
And guess what? As soon as it hit that first splash, it was Angie that got soaked. She was like, ah. I mean, all of our feet came up out of that thing because it was just
hilarious.
She was like, I am soaked from head to toe. And then it spun around and it was Miami's turn. And then, of course, we stopped at that waterfall. There was a big pause. It was a very long pause.
Okay. So I got to tell you
right at the very end.
Yes.
And, oh my God, Miami is screaming, just because it's just dumping down her back.
So on ours,
she looked like she was in Flashdance.
Yeah. So on ours, we were probably about 2 or 3 rows back from you guys. You know, it was me and Diva and the junior associate and Val and Bakary. And of course, you know, we see each other from across the way and I'm yelling at Expert, "Hey, aren't you that famous YouTuber?" I'm constantly riveting across this entire crowd.
Yes.
Same thing I did last year. So we get on the ride and I got a little soaked, but not as soaked as some of the other people. Now, when we got done or we got up to the waterfall, Valhalla was bragging because he's like, haha, I haven't gotten wet. And then we got under that waterfall and he got soaked. He was so angry. He's like, damn it, now I'm soaked.
Well, and having Angie duck on the log ride.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She just
having
completely.
Her oh, she ducked? Seriously?
She ducked, and he was sitting. Funny. He was sitting between both her and because I was sitting up front with Angie, and he was sitting behind us. And whenever that water came over, it just drenched him. It was glorious. You should have seen him on the logs. Yes. I couldn't stop laughing. I was having too much fun. I swear, if I would have fallen in the water, I probably would have laughed just as hard. It was so fun. It was so fun.
Have fun, Miami. Cybertruck.
Yes, Cybertruck. Headed to the gym after a week. Wish me luck or pray for you. Well, I wish you luck, and I do pray for you. Have a great day, everyone. She says, yes, very soon. Wait, Volstrom, I told Shizzy to duck, and he just giggled while I plotted. And balls went right. I would say it was more like a maniacal laugh the whole time.
And I will say, we tried very hard to kind of give everybody a scale. We tried very hard to get a picture of Shizzy with the little post that says how tall you have to be to ride. Never got a picture.
Never got a picture of it. Yeah, we were trying to do it, but it's like the line would just move way past it really fast.
Yeah.
Well,
somehow we snuck him on the ride, though.
Yeah, it was because you snuck me in your back pocket.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh my gosh! I will say that hanging out with Baker was really, really good. Because we were the ones that were up early. We'd sit out there and have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee waiting on the expert to finally roll around.
Dude, if you're waiting on the expert, you're going to wait forever. All right.
No, we weren't waiting forever.
No. Let's be realistic here. When you wait on the expert, he's like, okay, like 45 minutes. 2 hours go by. He's worse. I'm sorry. He's worse than a woman when it comes to getting ready.
Oh, that I will agree with. But it wasn't like we were expecting any rush. I mean, everything that we did was just taking our sweet time doing stuff. It was that chill environment that made it all that much more enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
You know. And I still haven't. I pulled this thing out to show to my wife. Let me see if I can grab it. It's behind my.
I don't know if anybody wants to see that, Shizzy.
No, it's different. Hold on, just a second. Let me grab this really quick.
And I will say that the sparkly helmet is even more glorious in person than it is on camera.
Yes, it is.
Very, very glorious.
Oh my.
Which is why I'm glad we got Rosalind to wear it on FNL.
So I love this.
It's like two worlds colliding.
So this is one of the things that came in my gift basket.
I so named that.
I saw that whenever she showed it to me. She was like, "It's something your wife will find funny." I was like, "I don't know, my wife. She doesn't get too. She doesn't laugh about a lot of things, but she laughed at that. It was awesome. Oh, I love this too. I mean, she was such a wonderful hostess, I will say.
Yeah, I tell you what. When it comes to you think of that classic Southern hostess.
Oh yeah.
You know, just like takes care of all the little things and is very chill and very graceful. That is the White Rabbit.
Yes.
I will have to say.
Yes. Like the Southern charm is absolutely real. And it's not contrived. It's not put on. It's just how she is. Because you know how you'll meet people and you're just like, yeah, that's somebody that's about to stab me in the back. That's Southern charm.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not the White Rabbit.
No.
This is one of the other things she got me. The patron saint of the Smoky Mountains.
That's right. Queen Dolly, as we call her.
Queen Dolly. And then I also got this one, which was awesome.
Don't blame me. I voted for Dolly.
It covers both sides of the spectrum. Oh, trouble is his back. His Freckles around. Good to see you, Freckles.
Oh, it's Freckles. I bet Freckles shows up next year.
Oh, I hope Freckles shows up next year.
I bet she does.
Yeah, there was so I don't know if we could have contained that many more redheads there.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
Because
we're gonna have to. This is only gonna get bigger.
Well, that's what she said.
Well, that's what she hoped for.
That's what she's hoping for. Make it big. I just have to play it again because it's so damn funny.
I'm going to drain your nuts because I have just found out that your special juice contains more than 30 grams of protein. Like more than a protein shake. I don't have to make one when I get home from the gym. With you, I have an endless supply. I'm going to save so much money.
She's so excited.
She is so excited. Oh my God. But this one is pretty good too. I've got to see. You've got to see this.
Okay.
Whoever made the statement that thick thighs save lives is a bastard and liar, all right? I want you to retract that statement, put it back in the mouth, chew it up and spit it the fuck away, all right? Because I tell you what, my life has been in danger all fucking day because of these bastard and thighs. Now, if you're one of those magical fairies that don't experience chafing, let me just put it into perspective for you. Imagine walking up a Bassetton hill for 1,000 miles with sandpaper between your legs. And with every step you're taking, another layer of skin is politely fucking off your legs by the other leg. They're in battle with each other at who can take the most fucking skin off the other inside of the thigh. So you do the wee penguin waddle. You're walking like you fucking shit yourself. You've got fire between your legs. And no, I don't mean ginger pubes. I mean a literal fire between them. Burst into flames. I am a fireball. But it's not the good fireball. It's not a shot of fireball that gets you fucked up. It's a fire between your legs. Christ, if I could do the splits like I could back in the day, I'd be doing them on top of a block of ice to try and suppress this fucking heat. To be honest with you, all honesty, all my cards down on the table, it's my own fault. Because I thought it'd be a good idea to wear a slinky pencil skirt that goes all the way down to my bloody ankles, and I can't move my ankles about this far apart from each other, so I'm walking like this with both my legs rubbing together. Do you know that way when you just forget, you're like, oh, I'm a sexy bitch. But no, you're not a sexy bitch. Well, you are a sexy bitch, but your legs are rubbing together, hen. Get a grip of yourself. You should have put the anti-chafe pants on underneath. But no, you want to wear a G-string, alright? Because you didn't want a panty line. But instead, you've caused yourself fucking scars between your thighs. Sorry, I got a wee bit carried away there, but I don't think you quite realise, if you've never experienced chafing, I don't think you realise the sheer velocity of pain that comes alongside with it. Anybody else just have a shite day, or was it just me today? Clearly, just me.
Two things. Number one, at first I thought she had borrowed some menthol pads from Megan. And two, you know, if you shave your legs, that would help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like gig butt, what we'd call gig butt. Yeah, you start you're out working a show, and it's 90 degrees in the shade, and you're hot, you're sweaty, you've been going all day, and you start walking and your butt cheeks start
swamp
together.
Ass. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. They make a powder for that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I was like, oh, this is horrible. Like, you don't ever want to get that. Oh man. I really can't wait to see how next year goes, because I think it's going to be good.
Oh, of course it will be.
I mean, it can't be. I mean, because this year, anything that could go wrong did.
Well, yeah.
But we still pulled through it. Like,
see, look, you'll get to hear all the stories and stuff, but there's some stories you will not get to hear. That's why you have to go.
That's why you have to be there.
That's why you have to be there.
Exactly.
Should have been there.
That's monkey butt. And this is, shaving will not do anything towards helping the situation. Oh.
The fact that she was Scottish and just blurting that out in that thick accent made it so much cooler.
I know. That's why I had to watch it, because just watching the Scottish chick just rail on something is.
I do appreciate the fact they put subtitles on
it, or else you wouldn't have been able to understand.
What the hell did she just say? What is she blathering on about?
Oh, I have something that's longer, not like that, but
save that for your wife.
This one. Farrell. Is Farrell in here?
Farrell just jumped in.
Farrell. Fall. Good to see you. It's called My Babysitter's Pregnant with My Husband's Child.
Huh?
Yeah. This is a really interesting one.
Dear Lord.
Angie says, I refuse to shave my legs. It helps me pull them up over my head when needed.
Traction. I understand.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Good morning, boys. Good morning, Farrell. Oh, it was so fun that people didn't recognize me because they were looking for a wee little man to be running around.
And he was shorter than advertised.
Exactly. Absolutely shorter than advertised. Still like in police.
I figured it's more like Velcro.
Well, that's for men with hairy backs. Sorry, that's so bad. So bad.
Hey, if it applies, it applies.
If it applies, it applies. What time is it? Yeah, we got time for this one. This is going to be funny.
My 19-year-old babysitter just came and told me that she's pregnant with my husband's child. About 4 months ago, I decided that I was going to be a working mother. Instead of being a stay-at-home mom, I was going to go back to work. We have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, so we had to start looking for a babysitter. A few days later, after figuring out, that I was going to go back to work, my neighbor came over and was telling me about this 19-year-old girl, her best friend's daughter, that would be perfect for our babysitter.
Well, she was
polite. She was kind. She wasn't she didn't have a record, any of that. So my husband and I were like, okay, let's meet her.
She's too young to have one.
So we met her, and she seemed shy.
Not true.
She seemed very nice, very polite. And we told her we'd give her a month. We'd try her out for a month, and if it was working, we'd keep her.
Tried her out, all right.
If it wasn't working, we'd let her go.
Oh, yeah.
So a month goes by, and within that month, she was absolutely great. She would make dinner. I mean, when I would get home from work, dinner would be on the table, and I'm talking about steak, asparagus, mashed potatoes, the good stuff, right? Cupcakes and pies and cakes for dessert. My kids loved her. She was just great. So we discussed it, and we asked her to be our permanent full-time babysitter, and she agreed. So after about 3 months out, my husband decides that because this girl is going so much above and beyond, and because she is so good with our kids, that she deserves a raise. My husband came to me and said, we need to pay her more money. She's excellent. Mm-hmm. She deserves it. And I agreed. I agreed to the raise, and I agreed to the fact that she was going above and beyond. After a few months, after giving her a raise, a few months goes by, and I start noticing some weird things starting to happen. Like my husband coming home from work early, which he never, ever does. But he would come home randomly early before I got home from work.
Yeah, that's a warning sign already.
Yeah, when they start changing their timing patterns of when they do stuff, that's a huge red flag.
Yeah. Like I think a red flag for me is if I started spending more time just out and about, like because I'm always home, like my wife would start going, what's going on?
Yeah. Well, my patterns are so erratic that if I got on normal pattern, Diva would be suspicious.
Probably.
So,
I mean, because I'm always pretty much home. Like I don't go out and like if I started saying, oh, I'm going to go out with the boys drinking, like my wife would be like, okay, cool. Because she knows that'd be like maybe once a month or something like that. But if she noticed that it was like every other day I was going out drinking with the boys, she'd be like, you've got a really bad drinking problem. Like maybe you need not go out. And then she would probably put a tracker on me to see where exactly I was going, because that would just not be my normal thing. It was all my flights to Denmark that clued your ex in.
Well, you got to do better, Farrell. Do better.
Yeah, do much better.
Work, he would be home with her. But I never thought twice about it. It just is what it was. It is what it is. And I didn't really put a second thought to it.
That's your fault.
Until I started coming home and they would be together sitting at the kitchen table eating, not waiting for me, her telling me, oh, your dinner's in the microwave, and then I end up eating dinner alone. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Then I get home and it's just the two of them. And I'm like, where are the kids? Because he's supposed to be at work. The kids usually are up and about at this point. It's not bedtime yet. I said, where are the kids? As they're sitting at the kitchen table drinking wine.
She's 19.
And she pipes in, oh, I put them to bed early tonight. And I noticed her hair was wet. And I said, your hair's wet. Did you take a shower? And she's like, oh, yeah. One of the kids spilled soup all over me. So, I hope you don't mind. I took a quick shower. And I go upstairs to get undressed, to take my work clothes off. And I notice her hair in my drain of my tub of my shower. And I notice my husband's boxer shorts on the floor right outside the shower.
Oh.
And that's when it dawned on me. They're sleeping together. I held on to it for a couple days. I didn't say anything. I wanted to make sure that my hunch was right. But I get home the following day and my babysitter's on the phone and she's crying hysterical. And she hangs up and she's like, I'm pregnant. And I'm trying to soothe her. I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. You're going to be okay. I know it's scary. She's like, no. She's like, I'm pregnant with your husband's baby. And he's making me get in. Yeah. And I was like, oh, hell no. Hell's to the no. Get your shit. Get packing. Leave now. Quickly. Because if I see you by the time I count to 1, shit's going to hit the fan. So she's crying. She's stumbling. She's getting all of her stuff. She's getting out of there. My husband's like, why are you so... What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, you son of a bitch. And she's leaving. I go to my neighbor's house to tell her about this great girl that she had told me about. And the neighbor's husband was pissed. He was like, oh, hell no. I want a piece of him. I said, give me a minute. Let me talk to him first. Then you can have him. Well, all of a sudden, my husband comes back in the house. He was chasing her. He comes back in the house crying because he had just gotten his ass beat by my neighbor's husband. And all this stuff went down, and I don't know what to do. Everything's all commotion and chaotic. She's gone. My husband's begging me and pleading with me to give him another chance, and I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, any advice for crazy?
Yeah. That relationship is broken.
Yeah. That's
you can't fix that shit. Sorry.
Interesting story of well, not really a friend, just an acquaintance of mine. I have to preface this really carefully. They were a couple of couples, sort of like you and Diva. The White Rabbit and Expert. You're all close friends,
right?
And you guys go and hang out,
right?
That's how like tight their relationship was. They went out, they did stuff together. Well, her and her husband had been trying to have a kid, and then she ends up pregnant. Oh, it's like great. The only problem is she ended up pregnant with the best friend.
Right.
And the wife, I bless her, because she handled this the most lovely way. She goes, oh no, see, we're not getting divorced. We're not getting divorced. We're staying married, and you, dear husband, are paying child support.
Oh,
you are going to be part of that child's life. You're paying child support. You're taking care of that. And I remember hearing about this all happening because we had other friends that were acquaintance and and the husband, of course, that finds out about this. He got very, very quiet, very, very quiet. Like it's that kind of quiet that makes you go, okay, we need to hide all firearms or any kind of lethal weapons.
Yeah.
He didn't talk to her for like a week. I mean,
Yeah.
he wouldn't communicate with her, wouldn't talk with her, didn't say anything. And he had a conversation with his friend. And, you know, his friend was, oh, I'm so sorry. And he didn't say anything to him either, kept really quiet. And she came back around and he was like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like he eliminated her from his life.
Yeah, bitch. Why do you think I'm going to pay child support on somebody else's kid?
Hey, do you think I'm going to stick around here? No, he kicked her to the curb.
Good for him.
And so, I mean, she was still taken care of with the child support from the best friend,
from the actual dad. Yeah,
from the actual dad was taking care of her. But yeah, I was like, man, I could not imagine doing that to someone that is like supposedly my best friend.
That would, he sounds like me. When it gets to the point to where I'm quiet, something wrong.
Oh yeah.
Something bad wrong.
And she would just kept going, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. He would just go into his office.
You're so sorry, yet you're standing there placing demands on me that I'm going to raise this kid and pay child support for somebody else's kid.
Oh,
you really think that was the best tactic?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, way to destroy a marriage and a relationship, all because you wanted to get a little bit of action. Like, I was like, oh, I'm so glad I have friends that are not like that.
Yeah. That is something that would, in my close circle of friends, that is something that would never happen.
Exactly.
It would just never happen.
No.
So, and because I have a hot wife, so I don't, I don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
She's taken care of.
Nancy's like, I got him on adultery. That son, if my ex would have knocked someone up, it would have been the last kid he ever had.
Right.
That's very true. I would have shown him how
removal.
I would have shown him how Lorena Bobbitt screwed up in the correct way she should have done it.
Just cut off the wrong part.
Yes. Here, honey, I need you to wear this rubber band.
Don't mind the scissors as I snip this one little spot. Okay.
Yeah, just right there. Maybe a couple other extra spots too while we're at it.
Yeah.
Oh, neighbor was mad the neighbor was mad because it was the neighbor's daughter. That's why
I thought it was the neighbor's daughter's best friend.
That might be right.
I think that was the story. It was the neighbor's daughter's best friend.
Okay. Yeah.
Is who it was. But I mean, if I had recommended one of my daughter's best friends to a neighbor and he did that, I'd probably go beat the shit out of him too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the friend. Yeah. I don't know if he would have walked away from that. Like it would have been hard for me to stop something like that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Rickles. Yes. Well, all I can say is, everybody, you missed Dollywood.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed FNL being there live.
You too could have gotten a touch of Baker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just a little touch.
Just enough.
A little touch. And you could have got in on the Malort too. And I'd have to even narrate the whole procedure.
That's right.
Yes, most definitely.
I'll be I'll be discussing my thoughts on Malort Friday night.
Mm-hmm. I know you will.
I ended. Give you a little preview. I ended up with an airplane bottle of Malort. I don't know how in the hell that happened. And I was like, I looked, Diva and I were sitting outside, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to taste it just to see what all the hubbub is about. Yeah, I have my own opinions.
Oh, I can't wait to hear those. I can't wait to hear those. All right, guys, it is that time, and I'll see you guys tonight. I have an interesting one for you tonight, and I'm sure it's going to get crazier.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Bless your heart. I thought I was the only mentally challenged one here.
Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Early morning, rise and shine. Coffee's brewing, feeling fine. News is out and on the air. Shizzy Whiz nuts wild, but we don't care. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz nuts, start the show. Let's go. Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Headlines spinning in the breeze. Stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java, wear a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Headlines spinning in the breeze. Stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java, wear a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Serious is overrated. Every day we're caffeinated. Talk the town, but in a jest. Morning Whiz is always best. Clock is ticking, time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop. Clock is ticking, time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry.